competition and made him quit. And it was like, I don't know. I think he's a quitter, and I think he's not like cut from the same cloth as a lot of like professional athletes that could do stuff like that. But I don't know how he ever became a.
How are you doing, Josh?
I hate.
How'd the show go?
Yeah,
Yo, it's very.
Did you murder
rare
like I
that
told you to?
Fucking go off on somebody.
And someone harassed you, heckled you,
dude. This was it was like a therapy session.
All right.
What happened?
Oh, so look, there was a 45-year-old white woman, and you know, I have my guitar out, and so basically my shows are hour of stand-up, 15 minutes on guitar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I start playing guitar, and I fuck around a lot, and she does one of these. Well, I don't know why people do this, but she screams, "Sing Layla" by Eric Clapton. She was drunk, and I was like, what show do you think you're at? Like, do you think this is a live karaoke band? Which part of this show did you think that? And I just kind of let it go.
Mm-hmm.
She was drunk. She screamed it again. When I tell you that, this is no exaggeration, for 7 minutes, it was just me telling her how stupid she was. It was like the crowd was clapping. People were high-fiving each other. So I guess she was annoying the whole show.
I'm sure.
But, man, it feels good. My theory with hecklers is this. I let you hang yourself. So everybody else in the crowd is sick of you too. Mm-hmm. And that way I can say whatever I want.
Makes sense.
But if I go at you too quick, somebody's going to be like, well, he was a little harsh. So I want everybody in the audience to be like, when is he going to shut her the fuck up?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you do. And it's like, honestly, dude, I feel like I smoked 8 joints. I feel
good.
Great. Like, good. So good.
How did she take it, though? Was she a sport that rolled with it? Did she fight back?
It was such an onslaught that she didn't have a time to speak. When I tell you it was 7 minutes straight, nobody was coming up for air. Her husband was laughing so hard at her that he had to get up and excuse himself. She was so mad. Like it was like, I wish I had recorded it. It felt good. It felt good mostly because like I have the only job where people buy tickets to a show and think that they can do it better.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of it. Nobody goes to Pearl Jam is like, just wait till I grab that mic from Eddie Vedder. I'll show him Jeremy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got the only profession. And when people say to me, and by the way, I don't mind fucking with hecklers. It's how I get content, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I fight back hard when people are like, it's part of the job. No, it's not. It shouldn't be. Part of my job shouldn't be the fact that you can't handle your alcohol.
Yeah.
My job is to make people laugh. My job is not like, I disagree entirely. Does it happen? Yeah. Does that mean it should be part of the job? No. I disagree with that 100%.
Sure.
But
yeah, I mean,
I'm a little mixed because you're like, hey, I don't mind it. And it's how I get content, but I wish it never happened.
No. I didn't say it should never happen.
No, okay. I misinterpreted.
What I'm saying is when people say you should be fine with it, it's part of the job. It's not part of the job. Like, people should know how to behave when they leave the house. Now, here's what I mean by that, dude. When there's content, when there's banter, that's one thing. Mm-hmm. When you're that lady, it's a completely different situation. When you're talking to each other at a table, it's a complete situation. If we're fucking around with each other, it's content or whatever. If you're straight up disruptive, it's two different things.
So just talking.
Does anyone ever hit a
loudly
punchline you value? Like, they just shout something out from the crowd that makes you laugh and adds to the show?
Yeah, I remember when I was a young comic, I I ended up going after this dude who was an old comic, and he was funnier than me.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
He said he was talking. I go,
You
hey,
want
man,
a Dave Attell or something?
he said to me, he goes, "Hey man, sorry about that. You don't want any of this." And I took it as a challenge, and he was right.
Yeah, he was right. I didn't want any of that.
No. He was way funnier than me, and I'm so lucky that only a quarter of the crowd could hear him.
That's an advantage I sometimes feel like comics don't give credence to. I don't know. My phrasing is poor, but like, you have a mic and you typically have the audience on your side by default, right? Unless you're ruining it and you've lost them somehow. Mm-hmm. But mostly they're here to support you. And you have a mic so people hear you more clearly. I see comics just like make a silly face at a heckler and everyone laughs and thinks it's great. I've been in that position. I've been in that position where I'm like the celebrity with the backing of everybody. And I'm not that witty. I just say I fucked your mom or something, or, like you're giving me a hard time, but your mom loves it when I give her the hard time. That's right. They think it's fucking great. It's not that great. It's like
they're Xbox for you though, dude. It's a home game. It's a home game.
Perfect. Yeah.
Straight up home game. And by the way, for me, one of the reasons that I prefer not to have to do it is because I know most of the people come to the show just want to hear the material. And I'm here to service those people. Do you know what I mean? That's what they bought the ticket for.
Sure.
So that's why I know that if you let people hang themselves, you can really just go in and just, you know what I said?
Tell us.
Okay. I was in Columbus, Ohio. My son was with me on stage, and this woman would not shut up, but just talking at her table. Mm-hmm. And a very white trashy looking 60-year-old woman who sat with a cigarette on her lip, drunk, like that.
Not even lit.
Can't light it. You know what I mean? She just had.
Oh, okay.
And